Okay, this is Brad and I am making a short video on getting started with my Lab Project 3 Part 2 assignment. So as you see, I'm in GENI-ACT here, and you see that I'm at my assigned genes. I'm on Team Brad, and I'm going to go to making a selection here. And so I'm going to go ahead and go to the next one, and there's my gene I've been assigned. I'm going to go ahead and select that. All right, and now it brings up my modules. Alrighty. So there's a short pre-course survey we asked you to do if you haven't done that already as part of something you've done in GENI-ACT earlier this semester. If you haven't completed that, please do that for us. I'm going to go to this basic information module, and it's asking me to gather some basic information here. And as you'll see in my notes from how to proceed in Lab Project 3 Part 2, and I'll just remind you what those look like. They look like this. I say that really all I'm asking you to do is get the DNA sequence, the start and end points of the gene within the genome, and the protein sequence. All right, that's all we need to do for this module. Very, very simple. So I want the coordinates and the orientation. So where can I get that? Well, if I back up a screen, you'll notice here that it has this, it shows my gene as a hyperlink. All right, and if I hold that button, it will eventually say, and I'm going to say open in a new tab, and that way it gives it to me on a separate page and I don't have to go back and forth. So I'm going to come back to my module 1, and it says paste the coordinates and note the orientation. So I'm going to go to here, and this is sort of like a little gene browser within GENI-ACT, and it shows me what we know as of this time at the starting point for my gene. So here it is here, SMON RSO 1975. And right here, it shows me, just looking at the picture, that my gene is running left to right. So that means it's on the top strand. And here are my coordinates. So I'm going to go ahead and copy that. If this gene was running the other way, it would say complement to the side. I'm going to go ahead and copy that. I'm going to now come back to my basic information. And I'm going to type that in. And then in parentheses, I'm going to say forward. And that just means it's reading left to right. Okay? I'm going to go ahead and submit that. Now, as I put in a Moodle message, once I finish this module, this data will look like it's disappeared, but in fact it does not. I can see it from the instructor side. It's just a glitch in the current version of GENI-ACT, but once you've submitted all your information, it's in the system. So now I need the DNA sequence for my gene. Now I can come back to that same page, and down here it shows me the nucleotide sequence. Now it's showing it in gray, and so it can act like it's not doing, but if you hold your finger there, it will copy it. And then I'm going to come back, and I'm going to put in my DNA sequence. And first of all, I'm going to go ahead and type in, I'm going to do this in FASTA format, just in case I need it in that regard. I'm going to go ahead and type in the gene name, RS01975. And then I'm going to do a hard stop. Oh, darn it. I think you cannot do a hard stop. It thinks you, I'm going to delete that. And I'm going to come back and redo that. So I cannot put a hard stop in. I just have to put this in without a hard stop. And then I'm going to go ahead and paste in my DNA. All right, and I'm going to submit that. And now I just need the protein sequence. So I'm going to come back here, and I'm going to get the protein sequence. Copy that, and I'm going to put that right here, protein sequence. Again, put it in FASTA format. I will have to introduce a hard stop when I go to use this later on. I just have to remind myself of that. But for now, this will work. There's everything I need to do for Module 1. And with that, I am done, and it is submitted. So even though I will leave this module and consider it done, it is in fact submitted. So if it appears to disappear on you later, do not worry about that. It is in fact done. Okay? And with that, I'm going to stop this little short video.